There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Welcome to the Hotel California, such a lovely place, such a lovely face. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy, 'cause I've been thinking about our fortune. I've decided that we're really not to blame, for the love that's deep inside us now is still the same. Stop, children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going, you gotta stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. The drum beats out of time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me, time after time. If you fall, I will catch you, I'll be waiting, time after time. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one.
You thought my mic wasn't on, didn't you? But it was. I fooled you all. You were wrong. But that's okay. Sometimes it's okay to be wrong, my friends. We get back up and we get right. That's right. This is JohnRamboPresents the show. My name is John, and I am joined by the man whose voice I hear even when he's not speaking. Ladies and gentlemen, OJ is here. Yes.
Good morning, everyone.
Little jazz hands there?
Jazz hands.
Festive. You got going on today. A festive spirit I could sense from you.
I had tasty food.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing all right.
You're looking great. You're looking excellent.
Probably because I had ice cream.
How's things going? How's the move going?
It's going all right.
It's going okay?
We should get the actual keys to the place on Monday.
I want you to film every moment of your moving, because I just imagine like you have some sort of large like glass thing, a chandelier maybe, or like a bowl, a giant ornate sculpture of glass that you're carrying, and maybe you slip on some pulp and just drop it. I would be sad, but it would also be funny for like a second.
I mean, if you note, like this, almost the entire wall behind me, you can't really see it very well, is just filled with glass.
So this might happen. You're gonna have to, okay, you're gonna have to film this.
Pretty likely.
Don't hurt yourself when you drop it, though.
I'll do my best not to. Oh man, that's as far as it goes. Yeah, glass everywhere.
Glass everywhere.
Yeah, look at all that.
Man. It's
very
lovely.
glassy.
It's wonderful. Very nice, sir. So things are going well.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
Still got a lot of work to do. A ton of work to do, though.
I am busy. Sorry, I can't.
That's fine, man. I'm not asking you to do any diddly squat.
I'll help you out. We'll see what happens. So last week's show, let's talk about last week's show. I always love when we start this show by talking about last week. It's really something. But it was a good one. We had Allison Packard on the show.
Yeah, she was back.
It was a lot of fun. She played a song. We had a good time. You should take a look. If you missed it, I don't think you did, though. Pretty much everyone saw it. That exists on the earth, as far as I know. Right? And this week we got a great show. We got all kinds of things happening, as per usual. But as you saw from the intro there, we'll be joined by the great, the legend, my hero, my friend. It's a great honor to have him once again.
And friend.
Mr. Ed Trotta will be on the show.
He's amazing.
He's been on every month since February, right? And we're having once again, and a little special tribute I put together there in the intro, and I really enjoyed putting that together.
It's very well done.
Oh, thank you, sir.
We had good source material, too.
Absolutely, yes. So there you go. We also have Mr. Brian Burke, I believe, will be joining us today, possibly. Mr. Skull Midnight for Schnoz-man HolePunch.
Nice.
The Justice League, episodes number 7 and 8. For you super fans, you know the details on that. And there you go. So we have a loaded show today.
Yeah.
And then next week will be our Black Friday show, which we've done. It'll be the third time we've done this. The day before Thanksgiving, go through all the crazy Black Friday stuff, all the sales and whatnot, that people are going to trample each other over for, like, you know, the toothbrush for $1 off.
Dude, yeah, the electric toothbrush. That was actually one of the Black Friday deals last year.
Exactly.
That we pointed out.
Because you go for the toothbrush first, right? Here's why. You get that, and it's like, it's cheap, first of all. You can buy it later on, but then you use that as a weapon to kind of dig yourself out for all the other people that are piled up at the electronics.
Well, not just
It's
that.
a whole plan.
If you should use it to clean your teeth, like, immediately. Like, you need to get chunks of other shoppers out of there.
Oh, you bit them. Oh, I see.
Yeah, you
Okay.
bite them, and then you can use a toothbrush immediately to
You
clean
start
them up.
with,
So you can bite
it's
more
just my
people.
advice. We're going to talk about this next week. We'll have a whole plan for people. And then the week after that, I think we're going to do like a heavy callers week. Because a lot of people have been trying to get on here.
Yeah,
And we've been ignoring them because we're jerks. Bad people.
pretty much.
And so we're going to do that. And then the week after that will be December the 11th. That'll be like a holiday special spectacular of some sort.
Nice.
And then we're going to be gone for a while. I don't know how long. An extended period of time. An undisclosed amount of time will be gone.
More details on that to follow.
And then we may return at some point in the future. So that's the lineup for the next couple of weeks. You know, thank you for being here today. Hope you join us for the wacky shenanigans to come. Yes, John.
Yeah, I do want to say, people apparently were going nuts over what I have in the background.
What do you mean?
They're claiming I have a bong.
What is it? Well, you said
I
you had a
don't know.
glass, but you can't even explain what it was.
Like, it's just glass for candle making. I got martini glasses, regular drinking glasses, flower vases, votive holders, wine glass.
You don't have any bongs there.
No, they're all. It's pretty funny.
Have you ever used the bongs? The bongs? Is that a thing?
I'd
that how you
probably
say it?
bite the dang thing.
You never done. You never used it.
How do they even work?
A bong?
Like,
Some
no,
sort
like,
of sucking and blowing. I'm sure is usually how these things go.
it just seems like
Right.
it's more complicated than it has to be. I don't really get it.
You gotta know where to put the thing, and the whole deal. It's very complicated. Yeah.
Yes.
You don't do any of that, right?
I'd rather not get sent to jail.
You don't partake in that stuff. Should they legalize it or no?
It's that's
All right,
that's
don't
all
answer
sorts
that.
of.
We have other things to talk about today. Don't worry
Yes,
about
sir.
that. Okay. One thing I do want to mention here, which I'm incredibly proud of, all of you fine people out there. Can barely even put a sentence together. It's amazing that I do a show like this. It's great. We talked about last week how the lovely ladies at Athena's Wink were doing a fundraiser for the Philippines, trying to raise $500 to send over there to help the people out. Right? I believe in the beginning of the show, they had a certain amount of money. And then we mentioned it to you fine, lovely people. And by the end of the show, they had, I believe, tripled the amount that they originally had when we started the show. Is that correct, John?
Excuse me. Yes, sir.
And that is great. That is extremely gracious of all of you. You know, it means a lot that we can, say something or put that out there, and then all of a sudden there's good things happen in the universe.
Yeah,
So,
you guys.
that's quite
seriously.
amazing. They're looking for $500. They're up to $532. And there's actually 13 days left on top of that.
Plenty of time.
So it's
12
amazing.
or 13.
So, yeah, I mean, still out there. You can check the description of the video if you want to check it out if you haven't done so.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of you guys that gave. Mark was in there. I believe Layla, smart guy, I think. Yeah, this is awesome stuff. So
Seriously,
thank you guys very much for that. Awesome. Did she say anything about that or what?
Yeah,
Your
she
girlfriend?
thanked me profusely.
Really?
Via the phone. Yeah.
Oh, very nice. I was not mentioned in the thanks.
You were mentioned.
I was mentioned. Okay.
Yeah. I
all
also
right.
said, that even before I had a chance to say anything, you said, hey, let's put their thing up.
There you go, man. I'm on top of this stuff.
You really are.
I know what's going on here. Because I don't really concentrate on my work all day. I just look at other things. So that's why I know what's going on. because I'm really bad at my job, and I probably will be fired before the holidays.
Duh.
But I know about things that are going on, so it doesn't matter.
You've got your fingers on the pulse from this community.
Let's get into the art. There's one thing I want to say about the art. I started doing this art where we mention everyone's name, who made it, and we show it, right? To like put people over that made this awesome stuff for us, right?
Yeah.
But it seems like every week, every Thursday, the day after the show, I get a message from someone saying that I either forgot to put their art, or I said the wrong name, or screwed something up. So I apologize for that. But I'm trying to put you over. That's my intention. If I do screw it up, you should tell me, and I'll try to correct it going forward. But it seems like it's happening more and more than I'd like to see happen. It's like every morning I wake up, it's like, thanks for showing, but my name is not Jeff. It's Billy. Or so, it's like...
It's Froderick.
Right, exactly. So there you go. Let's get into it. This is from Unique Super Freak. I hope. I'm pretty sure it is. Unique Super Freak, he's from the early days of the show, made us some art. All the way back. He's back now. And here you go. Lovely, beautiful. You like that? You want a poster of that for your new home?
I'm good. I have plenty of posters.
Thomas McDonald, Schnoz-man HolePunch have won the WWE Tag Team titles.
This is one of my backgrounds at work now.
Defeating the Rhodes Brothers and the Shield in a three-way match. Is it really?
Yeah.
See how the ref is running out of the ring there? He's like, I want no part of this. He's getting the hell out.
I think it was HolePunch using one of his latest gadgets. You know the one.
Oh, the Howling Hole.
Or the Stink Hole Bomb.
Snide made a hat. StayBallsy.
That's nice.
I think he drew on there. Is that what he did?
It looks like it, yeah, but it's well done.
I would like to sell these hats if he can make us 500 hats, just like this, by Friday. That'd be great. For Black Friday. We need them by next week, so if he could do that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's his mission. John, here's something that I thought would happen in the future, but it happened already. It's happening now. You would eventually become...
each other?
No, we'd be filming Schnoz-man HolePunch. You would in a chemical place, and you would fall into a vat of chemicals, turning you into an insane madman. And then I have to put on a suit with nipples and some sort of penile attachment there. I don't know what that is. Extension. And then we would battle for many decades.
Piece.
Yes. And then we would battle for many decades.
Honestly, the ears on that one look like that was built for headbutting people to impale them in the stomach. This is really well done.
Oh, that was from Smart Guy, by the way.
Really?
See, I am screwing this up.
Very nice.
Did I mention Snide made the hat? I don't even know how to do it. I can't do this. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Oh,
Smart
wow.
Guy made this. Ed Trotta. That's James Bond. He doesn't need to be James Bond.
Which Bond is it?
He doesn't need to be Bond because he's already cooler than Bond. Right?
This is true.
He doesn't need to do that. And then Ed as Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. The Crystal Balls. It would have been a lot better than the actual movie they made if this was the case.
Oh, by a long shot.
Smart Guy did that. It's from the Madhead. He wants to fight me, or we're fighting over something. I don't know if he stole from my home. I got like a nice... Let's say like I went out. I was hungry, right? I got a veal parmesan wedge. Veal parmesan, John. You know that's good, right?
It's okay.
Mozzarella cheese on there. You got your sauce. It's in a nice bun. You put it on the table.
Bun?
You
put on a motherfucking wedge, man. You're doing it
I said
wrong.
wedge before. You go to the bathroom. You're clearing out some space for the food. You come back, it's gone. The Madhead stole your veal parmesan. These things do happen. All right. Color Me Kevin did this. He never sent us art before, I believe. And he just sent us a couple pieces today. HolePunch
Nice.
number 1. First issue of the greatest superhero in Stanford.
That is the most amazing the pose. That's just the greatest pose.
And then Bushi actually started writing this.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, check this out. This is from the Ramborgian Dorman. You pretty much had to know it was him as soon as you took a look at it because it's completely insane.
Ah!
So you had to have known. There's so much going on here.
Oh.
I think there's I don't even know. Where are you in this?
Well, Hazard's jumping out of an airplane.
That's
I'm
Hazard.
the bright orange one at the top.
Layla's the purple one. Oh, there you are, yes. I'm made of flannel, my entire body. There's some sort of a smaller elephant doing something with a larger one.
There's the doorman in the background. Wait, who's tied up?
That's a Cyber Demon there. Cyber Demon's the Doom. I don't know. That could be Smart Guy. I don't know. This needs to be.
There's someone with a sword. Oh, Mark Crown. There he is. Yeah, that's not a sword. That's the flag. Derp.
Yeah.
And
All right. We'll have to study that further in the future.
Mortal Kombat.
This is from the Doorman as well. It peels the orange nice and thin, or else it sucks by what? What?
Buffalo Balls.
Come on, man. Color me, Kevin. Reviving this pose from I think it was actually 2 years ago.
Well, that's a really good face.
I was in Project 7, which was, if you didn't ever see it, an erotic mystery thriller drama that I was in. Bushi, I'm Hulk Hogan. And Bushi, once again, the elephants. Of course. What are you laughing at?
Images. Oh gosh, the eyes on. Wait. Oh,
I can't turn the song off. Oh, there we go. Okay. So it was out of control. The song was out of control.
I always like how when we go into the art, we have a certain number of viewers, and then I come back from looking at the art, and there's like a lot more of them.
I thought you were going to say like everyone left.
No, it's the exact opposite.
I thought you were like, I seriously thought you were just saying like half the people are gone now after that.
Oh, that was really well done.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. Thank you, everybody.
Nice art, you guys. Seriously.
All right,
even the freaky stuff, it's all good.
The stuff that will haunt you in your dreams tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's how it goes. All right. We saw some elephants in the art. I feel like elephants is kind of becoming like our thing here. We're kind of the voice of the elephants. Is that a way to put it?
Yeah.
Like the elephants don't have a voice out there. We're kind of becoming that, right? So I want to start doing facts about elephants. I want to educate humanity about elephants. So I have a little facts, very quick. Bear with me here. We'll get into this. So here's a nice picture of an elephant, and here we go. Okay, I have a nice fact about elephants. Pay attention, OJ, because we'll be quizzed about this at some point in the future. A healthy elephant diet consists of grasses, leaves, bamboo, bark, and roots. Elephants are also known to eat crops like banana and sugarcane, which are grown by farmers. Adult elephants eat 300 to 400 pounds of food per day. Think about it. That's a lot of food.
That's more than me.
That's like, what?
That's more than if they, like, that's more pounds than me.
They could eat you and still have room for more, OJ.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Is that scary to you? Or?
Yes.
I like how it says they're grown by farmers. Just in case you thought, who grows these things? Mechanics?
If they're crops, then it kind of implies that... Yeah.
All right, so that was a nice fact about elephants. There's a little bit more information. We're going to read that now. Elephants kill more than 500 people every year. They have been known to also rape and kill rhinos.
What? What?
That was the facts about elephants, ladies and gentlemen. So there we go. That's our segment for the week on the elephant facts. These are all true facts about elephants. And there we go. Did you learn anything? Well,
I learned more than I wanted to.
All right, fair enough. So, OJ, there's something going on out there. It's pretty wild. It's pretty radical. Okay. Mm-hmm. Things are happening on the next. Like I said earlier, I don't do my work. I just look at things online. And there's a war raging. A great debate is taking hold.
Oh, I think
people on the internet. There's a lot of things happening last week, this week.
Mm-hmm.
And people are taking sides. They're fighting over which is better, which thing is better.
It's ridiculous.
Which should I get?
It's obvious.
It is obvious.
Yeah.
So, of course, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the great debate over which is better, not the elephants. Which is better, not that. Not that either. It's not that. I have a lot of trouble here. Okay.
Skype.
Which is better, ladies and gentlemen? The blue potato. Take a look at it. Or the green potato. Which is better?
It's obvious.
What do you mean it's obvious?
It's obvious.
What does that mean it's obvious? Tell me.
The blue potato is obviously better.
The blue potato's better.
Clearly
this is
better.
Okay, I disagree with this. We're gonna have a little bit of debate about this. So
why wouldn't you like why don't you like the blue potato? They are amazing. I had one last Friday. It was delicious.
Last Friday you had it?
Last Friday I had a blue potato.
At midnight you had the blue potato?
Yeah.
All right.
It's the best time to have one.
Let's do a little bit of debate.
It tastes so much better.
Do you want me to start off why the green potato is better, or you want to start with your point here?
Oh, you know what? Let's start off with your lies first. And then
my lies. Okay, now it's becoming like that.
Yeah, that's becoming like that right
All
off
right,
the bat.
I feel like
potato hater.
Okay, first of all, it's potato. Well, I'll just say potato for sake of, coming down to your level. But anyway, the green potato, it's an all-in-one vegetable. Okay, it completely transforms your kitchen. It has everything in one. That's what that means. All in one. Do you understand what that means? All in one. So it has all the fiber that you need. All the fiber that you need to clean yourself out at the end of the night.
I don't need all of that. I just want a potato I can use as a potato. I don't need a potato that can pretend to be celery. I want a potato.
But it's so much more than just a simple potato. You're selling yourself short.
You're not selling yourself short. If I wanted something besides a potato, I would buy a potato and celery. I just want a potato.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't want to have to pay for your celery.
All right, well, let me give you a little more information about this, okay?
Okay.
My potato, the green potato, it's made by a huge company. And everyone knows you can really trust huge companies. They're actually so huge they were investigated by the government as being a monopoly. So right there, you know it's good. Second of all, the farmer of these potatoes is a dude that wears a space helmet, and he never takes it off. It's very exciting because you never see what's underneath his helmet. What could it be? It's very incredible. And the guy who owns the entire farm, his name is Old MacDonald Matrick. Okay? Old MacDonald Matrick, and he's a genius. He's always create ideas about things. And there you go. So that's why I like it a lot.
No, first of all, the blue potato is an exotic potato. It is imported, and it has just parts that you just can't get around here. It's just not the same. Also, this potato, they have redone and done this potato. This is the 4th version of this potato. They went through 3 prior versions until they reached this, the pinnacle potato. Right. This is the ultimate tater.
The ultimate tater.
Ultimate tater. But even looking back, the first potato was still good. It had pretty much the most flavors out of anything. The second potato just compounded upon the first. It had anything you could have dreamed of from a potato. And then they somehow made it better 2 more times.
Well, here's the problem. Like you said earlier, it's just a potato. You're selling yourself short with just the potato. Okay? My potato comes with something that's innovative. It's revolutionary. It's called the kale necked. Do you see what I'm doing? Kale necked? You got it, everyone? Okay. What it is, you don't need simple utensils. Because who wants to sit there with your fork and the other thing, the spork? You don't even know they're creating things. You don't even know what they do. They're too complicated. A spoon? It's very complicated. What do you do with that? What do I do? What am I supposed to do with that? So we got the kale necked. You stand on your hands and you weave your legs in the air. You kick them as fast as you can. And the potato will actually move 1 inch every 20 minutes towards your mouth. And in 16 hours, you have a delicious bite of potato. Or potato, depending on what you like to say. Rebuttal that. I don't think you can.
No. Oh, come on. First of all, if you'll remember, the 3rd version of this potato of the blue potato had its own amazing feature, which will let you do all number of great things. But if you'll remember, what do blue potatoes have? The blue potatoes came with 1 eye. That's right. The potato had 1 eye to look at you while you were preparing to eat it, to give you that feeling that you weren't alone. Because guess what? You don't have to be alone with the blue potato, because you can go to the store for free to pick up blue potatoes. You want to buy blue potato accessories for your potato? You want to improve your potato experience? It's free. to get to the store.
Okay,
for
all right,
everything.
whoa. Let's calm down, okay? Let's be adults. Okay, so it costs a little bit just to go to the farm to look at the potatoes, right?
The green potato farm charges you.
Right,
charges you.
But here's the thing, okay? The blue potato farm was hacked, okay? And what happened is these guys came in and they tainted all the crops, right? Well, it's free. Well, guess what? These guys pissed on all the crops, basically. They ruined the crops. So how do you
refer to it as a spontaneous, unplanned fertilization.
Whoa.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Well, OJ, I don't think we've made any headway with this. I believe in old MacDonald metric. You know, you can believe in what you want to believe in. You have any final words on this?
Blue. It's sleek. It's less expensive. It's everything you'd want in a potato and no filler.
Old MacDonald metric. Well, OJ, you know, we haven't really been able to agree on much here, but I think we could agree on one thing. Both of these potatoes are far inferior to another potato. I think you'll agree with me on this. And that is, of course, the white potato.
Oh, definitely. Without a doubt.
Or the potato U, which is its street name on the street. This is what the kids are calling it when they sell it. This is actually illegal.
Mean, it's just so friendly. Like, this is a potato that, like, you just feel like you can interact with it in so many different ways, you know? You just get a real charge out of it.
Yes. It is illegal in most states because it's hallucinogenic properties. And the places that people have been sticking it are not appropriate. But it is our pick for the best potato. Yes. See, it's good that we could argue about things, but then still come together again.
Yeah, we're still friends despite disagreeing.
Yeah. We'll have a potato party. What do you think about that?
Potato. Well, you know, they already have. The white potato. I mean, did release, you know, in its prior iterations, very, very good potato parties.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Very
anyway.
Nice.
Sorry.
I'm trying to set something up, and I'm having trouble. Why don't you talk?
Sorry.
Talk for a minute.
Talk for a minute.
Yeah.
Well, friends, it's me, your old pal OJ. Just wishing all of you a wonderful Wednesday evening or morning. How are you today? If I had a sweater, I would take it off and put on another sweater, because that's the kind of guy I am. I'd take off my shoes, walk over to the couch.
What are you saying?
And take you all to a puppet land with the king of town.
This is sick.
It would be wonderful.
I'm not sure what's happening. I'm trying to make a call.
Oh, okay.
So only things take to a screeching halt.
Pretty much. So, anyway, I haven't had too much time to go very deeply into my video game hunt, but someone suggested I play, I think Platonic Squattle suggested I play Agarest Wars, or Wars of Agarest.
Or why don't you explain what this is? You're trying to find a game that you're going to play, and then you're going to tell us about the game.
Yep, I'm going to tell you about my experiences briefly, summarize, not take up much of your time.
Yeah.
But, I'll get there.
Smart guy, you there, sir?
Yes, I am.
How you doing, buddy?
Oh, man.
Doing good. How are y'all?
Smart guy has news for us. He wants to tell us about a great venture that he is embarked on here. Tell us, sir.
Oh, yes, it's very successful so far. It's going well.
What is it, smart guy?
It will go well, hopefully. Twitch.tv/TheRamborgian. I hope you don't mind putting in the chat, John. But it's a new channel for the Ramborgia, really. It's for everyone. I give the stream key to whoever wants it, who I can trust to not screw up everything, you know.
So all they have to do is give you a call, or give you an email. Is that how you talk to people?
You can.
Or do you prefer? Do you want to give your home phone number out on the show here, or no?
No,
don't do that.
Yes, it's
Don't do that. So they contact you. You give them the stream key, and anyone can stream on this channel.
Yes. Well, as long as it's appropriate, as long as it follows the terms and conditions of Twitch.
Right.
So yeah.
That's awesome, man. What do you think about that, John?
The Ramborsian Twitch TV channel?
Yes.
The greatest Twitch TV channel next to this one?
I think it's better than this one. Let's be honest here.
It will become greater.
It will be, yes, very, very easily.
Because it's all of you.
I will shut you down.
Oh, so you made this to destroy me.
This is a hostile.
That's fine.
That's fine. Takeover?
It's fine if you did. It's perfectly okay. I mean,
you are a smart guy.
He's a smart guy.
Yes. Exactly.
So twitch.tv/TheRamborsian.
Yeah.
And who's on there right now? Do you have a roster of people?
Well, currently, the only person besides me who's streamed on there so far is Cyber Demon, as far as I know.
Oh, excellent. Very good.
And but I know More Crown's planning to do it. He's going to stream soon. He's going to stream Hex. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm sure it's great. It's a great thing.
See, smart guy, I dream of a Ramborsian universe.
Wait,
where it's 24 hours a day. There's something on this thing. That'd be amazing.
We did talk about this on the what was the marathon? We did talk about something like that.
Right.
And then it was like, and then I just decided. I think this Sunday, I'm like.
Let me ask you questions. I don't know this about Twitch. Can you stream from like 2 channels at once, or multiple channels at once? Is that possible?
I'm not sure which. As in, I don't think you can stream to 2 channels, but I think you can if you have 2 of the same program open.
Okay.
You can do that, but it's like it would probably kill your bandwidth.
Okay, so I was gonna say you could stream to your own personal channel and also to that one as well. That might be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, we'll figure it out, man. Well, thanks for setting up. That's really cool.
Yeah, but we still need people to stream. We still need people to watch, because so far it's really just me streaming.
Yeah.
Most of the time, and it's it's meant to be everyone. It's rather disappointing if it's just me.
Brian, what's up, dude?
What's up, y'all?
Man.
What's up, man? All right, smart guy. Thanks a lot, buddy.
Yep, I'll be going. Bye bye.
All right, man.
Thank you, sir.
Brian,
Yo.
how's it going tonight, man?
Pretty good, man. Just was playing some Injustice.
Playing that Injustice.
Okay. Ah.
Do you like the new characters added in? Like I don't know who they are. Who did they add in there? Darkwing Duck or something? A DLC?
Yeah, they got Darkwing Duck. They got
And
Bugs
Megavolts.
No, man, they added Zod, Zatanna, Martian Manhunter, Batgirl, and who was the other one? Scorpion and Lobo.
Wait a second.
Then which I
Zatanna
don't play with any of them.
They're not good.
I bought every character and don't play with none of them.
I'm just wondering if Zatanna does her talking backward thing properly.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, of course, you would know Brian from Schnoz-man HolePunch. He was Mr. Skull Midnight. He was the big jacked up dude that came down and beat the holy hell out of OJ here. And everyone that saw this loves you for doing that. Everyone was very happy to watch it. I'm sure many people are watching it now on repeat over and over again.
Wow. HolePunch hated that much, huh?
People wanted me to get beaten up for very many years.
Yes.
That's not right.
It was funny because we were talking about like when you were coming down, and we would like tell people what we were doing, and then we would just say like, "There's a dude coming from Philly to beat up John." That's how that's how we would describe it to people. And they'd be like, "Huh?" It was kind of funny.
There's so much stuff I wanted to do with that fight scene, though.
Yeah.
Well, it was tough. We had a very limited amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's start from the beginning, man. So you were just, a guy that watched the episodes, and you decided, let me just send an email out, and I kind of put myself over and see what happens. That's basically it.
Basically. How
did you decide to do this? What made you just go, you know what, I'm just gonna put myself out there and see what happens?
Well, basically, it's like this. I was so intrigued by the show. I said, you know what? I have a series right now. It's not really going anywhere due to financial issues at the moment. So I said, I have this amazing character, great costume. I had everything already.
Yeah, you had everything made. That's why it was like so amazing. Like if you're in my shoes, it was like the most perfect scenario ever.
No, don't listen to me. That's bull crap. I dress up in that at night, and I roam the streets.
You're an actual superhero, yeah.
No, but yeah, I was just like, you know what? If I can't be the character in his series, I would love to give him a character for his series, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm like, if anybody want to play it, I would rather it be me. So I figured I'd send a picture of myself, see how you liked everything. And everything went good.
It was like the most amazing thing, like, experience, because I was sitting there, all of a sudden I get the emails, like, I'll call him anytime. Here, I have the costume already. I know what the character does, and it's like, whoa, really? And, yeah, we actually, like, put that in there. It wasn't, like, a character we were looking for or anything either. We're like, we added that in later, and it made things a lot better, I think.
It's like, this guy is awesome. He has to be in.
So, so then you came all the way down. It's, what, a couple hours?
Yeah, I think it was a whole day, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty much.
Well, how long was your travel? It was like a few hours down?
Yeah, the travel was about maybe 5 hours. Only because I had to stop in New York, and it took the bus a while to pull off.
Right. And then you came in, and we went down into the woods, and then you beat up on OJ.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy
next time, me and OJ, me and you gotta do some backflips next time, man.
Backflips? Do you want me to die? Hey, I almost did a backflip, dang it.
Oh my gosh, the botch.
Yeah, I just threw myself down on an embankment or ledge or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, I was worried for your health that day. I was like, oh my god. Man. two white guys and a black dude, and he's hurt. Who they gonna point the finger at?
It would probably be me somehow, don't worry. They'd probably blame it on me somehow. I would have just ran into the woods. They would never find me. That's what I would have. If OJ was like unconscious, I would just ran.
Seriously?
No. I would have carried you like a babe.
And then you would have run.
Yeah, I would have dropped you in the lake or something. Brian, did you enjoy the filming process with us? What did you think about it? Was it what you expected? Was it like a little crazy or? Be honest.
It was a lot of fun, man. I always wanted to meet all you guys, and Phil included, and so it was like a fun process for me. It was really fun. Everything was very professional. You know, we was able to joke, have fun, get the work done.
Yeah, so we like
my kind of day.
That rhymed too. That was awesome.
So something had happened while we were filming this.
Yeah, a little wrestling promo there.
There you go. Yeah. OJ actually struck you while we were filming. So
yeah. How's your face doing?
Did it even hurt at all? Or?
I don't know if you remember, OJ, but I told you to hit me.
Yeah, I didn't know. I think I was just too lost in the moment. I'm just kind of like, wait, what? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
I said, OJ, hit me.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, yeah. Yeah. You're like, you can hit me. You can legit hit me.
Knock me out now. Just, give me a tap. Right,
and he did it. Did it have any kind of effect on you, or it was nothing?
None whatsoever. The mask took most of the damage.
That's good.
Looks like the stream's gone a little haywire, so just bear with us. But
haywire.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm dropping frameage or something. I don't even know what that means. Don't worry about that.
Where's the stream at exactly?
It's out there somewhere.
It's probably where I'm going to drown.
Yeah, this is live, Brian. I don't know if you knew that, sir. We're live.
I knew that, but is it like on Twitch or something?
Yeah, Twitch. StayBallsy.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
So you can do what I do and stare at yourself.
Don't put it on now.
Maybe you should do that.
No, you're gonna get freaked out. Just leave it alone. You didn't get Lyme's disease out there, did you? Because I did.
No. I got 17 mosquito bites though.
Ouch!
No exaggeration.
Dang.
Did you?
It seemed like they were aiming for my tattoos.
Oh wow.
Weird.
Okay. Did you show like your friends and family or anything like the thing? Did they say anything about it? What did they have to say?
Yeah, they loved it.
Oh,
they
good.
Loved it.
Oh, I'm glad.
All right, tell us about your stuff, man. What's next for you? Like, I know you had some series going on. You're making some stuff.
Yeah.
Tell us
I have
about
a
that.
series now, working on it currently, filming. It's called May 7th Save Us. I have teaser trailers on YouTube. I also have a Facebook fan page on Facebook. It has currently 360 something people that liked it. All of which I do not know, which makes me really happy.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So yeah, it's a real good process, man. Like the story is about, in a nutshell, because it's pretty deep. So it'll take me a real long time to explain it. But in a nutshell, it's basically about superheroes that come in contact with angels and demons.
Right on. Tell us about like your training stuff. Like you do your what are you aiming to do? MMA, wrestling? What is exactly your forte here?
Yeah, ultimately I'm aiming to do wrestling. You know, WWE, TNA, wherever I end up. I'm currently doing mixed martial arts training. I train 3 times a week when I'm able to.
Wow.
Like I'm pretty busy with work, man.
What's like a normal training day? Like how long is that?
Well, on the norm, when I'm doing straight MMA, it's only about 4 hours.
Wow.
But
only 4 hours.
Only 4 hours. I mean, because compared that to the days I usually have, it's usually like a 7-hour day because I'm doing weightlifting and cardio at the same time.
Dang, that's a lot, man.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Have you done wrestling training at all?
No, just mixed martial arts is only under my belt right now.
Okay, what kind of stuff do you do like for the mixed martial arts? You like what are you going through? Like what kind of stuff?
Was that?
Yeah, what kind of stuff are you like practicing or training to do or learning?
Well, we're doing Muay Thai kickboxing right now.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So you got hit by those guys in like the face and stuff. You have any?
Yeah, which is why I told OJ to just hit me.
You could
Like
do it.
I take knees to the face sometimes.
Damn. What is that like, getting knees in the face? I couldn't even imagine what that'd be like. I've never experienced that.
It hurts.
It does hurt.
Yeah, it hurts.
Stop trying to hit me and hit me.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't pretend to hit me. Actually hit me.
I got a mask on and everything. Take my block off, man.
So do you have to knee people in the face back, or they just do it to you? That's not fair.
Oh no, they
back
just
to
do
them?
it to me. I'm only there to be a punching bag. And
Are you like the
no, I'm
sparring?
kidding. No, we do a lot of sparring. So you give and you take.
Okay. That's cool, man. Why wrestling though? Why is that your ultimate thing? You like the wrestling?
Since I was a kid, I never listened to their warnings on TV. Don't try this at home.
You've been doing it at home. You've been doing it at home, and they told you not to do
Backyard
it.
wrestling?
So, honestly, I've been like doing it since I was a little kid. Like it's always been a dream of mine to be a part of that world. And I look to fulfill it. I don't want to stay in it for too long. I want to kind of like leave like Edge did. Unfortunately, he left on an injury, but if I could just leave when I'm still young and healthy, that'd be that's my ultimate goal.
Well,
I don't want to
bro,
be in
you gotta
it
make
that
this
long
happen.
like Hulk Hogan.
You don't want to be like Hulk Hogan? Why not, man? Like Ric Flair? Come on, he goes out there, he bleeds
Oh, man.
everywhere, and he's 80 years old.
They need to know when to go, man.
You
Seriously.
should be like the Ultimate Warrior, like the new Warrior. What do you think about that?
Oh my God.
You want
That
to do that?
guy's nuts. That guy's nuts.
Do you have any promos like that you have like on stock?
No.
No? Okay.
Not right now.
You got to make it happen, man. Because I wanted some free tickets. So if you get in there, you hook me up with some tickets.
Yeah, you know I will,
WrestleMania.
man. All of y'all.
WrestleMania, I'm thinking maybe get me backstage a little bit. You know what I'm talking about.
Eventually, y'all be talking about me on Smart Guys.
Go,
Ah,
Brian.
that'll be nice.
Everything sucks, but Brian's great. Because he'll kill me if I say something negative about him.
Triple H won't job to me either.
That should be your goal, to pin Triple H.
Yeah.
Nice.
Forget about the world title. Just pin him.
That's your goal.
Made.
Nearly impossible
Yeah.
to do that. But that's great, man. It was awesome just to, like getting to meet you and everything, and hopefully see you
Yeah,
soon.
it was
Yeah.
good to meet you guys too. I can't wait to do some more work with you guys.
I think it's great for everyone out there. It's a motivating thing. Like you could have just been like, oh, these guys aren't gonna read my email. I can't be in this. I won't even bother, right? But no,
Right.
you just all you did is a simple email, and you got to be in the thing. Hopefully that's cool for you to be in it, and everyone really loved you in it.
Oh yeah,
So-
even my parents.
So there's something in there just to put yourself out there a little bit, right?
Yep.
There you go.
Stay
man.
ballsy.
That's
Thank
right,
you,
Brian.
sir. You
That's
too.
right, sir. Are you going to any tournaments coming up or anything? Injustice? I know that's your game.
Nah, probably not. Probably won't really have time to go to tournaments, but I do tournaments on the actual game on an online portion. Like people would make a room,
yeah.
then we'll go to tournaments. I won about 3 of those,
Nice.
but I don't know, man. Like the game at this point, I don't really take it seriously anymore because it's just a bunch of spammy nonsense.
Yeah.
That I can beat. It just gets boring though, man.
Right.
Yeah, it's not exciting when you're just fighting the same cheesy stuff.
Yeah, and I'll go on the King of the Hill, and they be like, "Oh, Strong's here. Pick your Wonder Woman. Pick your Wonder Woman." I'm like, "Oh my god, I just want to relax, y'all."
Yeah, it's tough, but that's great, man. Put over the Twitter and everything. What's your Twitter? Or the whatever you got, whatever Facebook or whatever. Give us the plugs.
Yeah, y'all can catch me on Twitter at Taurus Burke. That's Taurus_Burke. And if y'all can, check out my Facebook page for May 7th Save Us. It's exactly that, May 7th Save Us. You'll see it come up. It'd be like a big red eye. You can't miss it.
There you go, man. Brian, thank you so much, man. We're going to be hearing a lot more from you in the future.
Darn tootin'.
You know, want to have you on here quite often, maybe.
Yeah, thanks a lot for having me on, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
All right, buddy. We'll talk
All right, y'all.
man.
Later.
Bye-bye. All right.
Yeah, I did want to say, yeah, my parents and I watched episode 7 last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they really liked it. I think my dad's going to go nuts when he sees episode 8.
They're getting into it now.
Yeah, they loved episode 6. They're going to go nuts for 8.
Good. My mother didn't like 8. She still talks to me about it. I don't like that John Harrington was shot. Maybe once, but twice is too much.
I think, yeah, I don't know. My parents might like it up until that point. Because my parents have a similar issue that yours do, like trying to separate the characters from the people.
I think a lot of people have that.
They're like, issue. You're so beaten down. He's being so mean to you. I'm like, Mom, it's a character.
That John Rambo, we always knew he was no good for you.
Once he kicked in our window, we just knew he was trouble.
If she like called, oh yeah, I kicked your window, yeah. If your mom called my mom and like was like saying things like, he's very mean to him in these videos, like my mother would be like totally in line with that. Yes, I agree. They shot him. He was shot. This is terrible. I think they would agree on that.
Aww.
They can't quite. There's no separation there.
No, I guess not.
Does that happen with like big Hollywood people? Like Hugh Jackman, they're like, how did these claws come out of your hands? We didn't raise you that way. Is that what happens? I don't understand this.
You didn't have those claws when you were a child. What did you do?
Right, yeah. We raised you the right way without claws. And now you have them and you're stabbing humans.
You're out of the family.
Why didn't you tell us you were a mutant?
We warned you. You can have one mutation.
Who is this Xavier guy?
You already had the first thing, and now you got claws. You're done. What
is Xavier your father now? He's your parent. We're the
Go
ones
live in his mansion.
We changed your diapers.
You're not welcome in Australia anymore.
That's how you repass. Oh, so why don't you bring it up again? You were talking about this RPG thing you're doing, because I cut you off before.
Oh, it's okay. So when I'm hoping that by the time I'm done moving, or maybe a little sooner, I'll have some more free time to, catch up on some stuff. And I want to find a Japanese RPG that is just obscure enough that not everyone's heard of it, but good enough such that it would be worth playing. And I know that Tlatoani suggested Agarest Wars, I think, but I'm going to be looking for something to do, something to play. So when I find it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys some plot updates, some updates on how I've been doing, where I've gotten stuck, what's good about it, what's bad. Just little things, a couple minutes every now and then, just to give you guys an idea. So once I've settled on a game, you guys will be the first to know.
So people want to hear about the Windows story. I think we have told it, but it's probably like a year
a bunch of times,
a year and a half ago or something, so we'll do it again. This is how I remember it. Maybe John could correct me on this. But this was probably like 19 years old.
Younger than that, man.
Something like that. I don't know. I worked at Toys R Us. I was like 18 or 17 or something. I was working at Toys R Us, and there's this dude that showed up there, and we knew him from high school. He's a crazy guy. He's a crazy dude. He was nice, and we liked him.
He's actually a really nice guy, but I'd never interacted with him before.
And he's nuts. Like, for instance, like wrestling was huge in the late 90s. So everyone was like always talking about wrestling, but this guy took it a step further. He would do the moves. Like he's like Brian, he did it at home, So one of the things he did in gym class, there was a kid on a mats that was doing like sit-ups like this, right? Is that what that's called? And this dude decides he's going to stand on top of the bleachers, like way up there, like the top of the bleachers, and he dove down onto this kid and gave him an elbow drop onto mats. This was a huge, this was a pretty high thing, and he was like suspended for that. I think he also powerbombed the kid in gym. He tried to powerbomb me one time.
Yeah, it's funny because he's one of the nicest guys.
But he was a nice guy.
But I was incredibly intimidated because I'd never spoken with him. All I knew was he was older than me, and he looked like he could punch through a brick wall.
And he liked me a lot because I liked wrestling, so I would talk wrestling with him. So he thought I was like a cool guy and stuff. So anyway, he shows up at Toys R Us at my job, and I was leaving because he was saying hi to me, and I was leaving. I just happened to be walking out, and he's like, "Well, where are you going?" Like, I was basically going to John's house. John had a bunch of people over, but he wasn't invited, so I didn't know exactly what to do. Eventually, I tell him I'm going to John's, and he's like, "Oh, I'm coming." I was like, "Okay." What am I going to do? Tell him you can't go? I don't know what's going on. So
yeah.
This is before cell phones, too, so it wasn't like I called and be like, "Hey, John, can this guy come over?" So I show up at John's house, and I think someone must have seen him or something with me.
Yeah, somebody.
We went to the door, and I start ringing the bell, knocking on the door, and no one's answering.
We were just hiding in the basement.
No one answers the door. And I was sitting there for 5 minutes, getting annoyed, I wanted to hang out with you guys, and I was invited and everything, and I was like, what is happening? So I go down to the back. There's a window there, because we always play games in the basement. Mm-hmm. So I go, they got to be in there. Are they playing a game like really loud and they can't hear the door? Like, what is going on? Are they all unconscious or something? What happened? So I knock on the window a few times. There's no response. The house is silent. What is going on here? So I start tapping the window with my foot, each time getting progressively harder with the foot. And probably by the third or fourth time, my foot goes through the window. Glass goes all over the place. I hear several screams below because I kicked this window in and glass went all over John and like 2 or 3 other people who were hiding in the basement because this dude was with me. And then they were mad at me. Who kicks a window? Why would you kick the window in? You broke a window.
I didn't know what to do.
And there you go.
He was a cool kid, but I didn't know what to do. I'm just like, this guy's scary. I don't know. I don't want to invite random people into my house.
You thought he was going to give you the power bomb, I think.
Through the table.
So that was pretty much it. I don't know why you guys were hiding.
We just figured you'd leave.
I would just leave. I don't just leave. It's just what you learn. I have to get in. I have to get in.
Nah. But yeah, I mean, after that happened, all that pretty much we did was, I guess you guys came in, we cleaned up the glass, kind of covered the window,
and your parents
played video games until my parents
were really mad about it. Were they mad? They
weren't that bad.
They questioned why.
They were confused about why you kicked the door.
Why did you kick the window? I don't know.
Yeah, window.
Did you explain you were hiding?
I gave him a decent explanation, but we replaced it with a $3 piece of plexiglass, so no big deal.
You guys are really great. You know why, though? Hold on. There's more to the story, though. There's more to the story. Okay? Your mother didn't say anything to me about this because probably about 6 months before this, I had just gotten a car. It wasn't a great car. It was a 91 Ford Thunderbird.
Oh, man, but it's such a cool name.
Piece of crap. Got it for $50. One of my neighbors is old. They're moving to Florida. They just needed to get rid of it before they left, Mm-hmm. I had it in your driveway, and your mom came home one day, and she comes into the house, and I was over your house, and she goes, "I just hit your car. We'll go through like all the insurance and everything. I'm sorry." She was very nice about it, and I said, "Don't even worry about it." She's like, "Are you sure?" There's like a dent and everything. And I'm like, "I don't even care. It's okay.
You'll be paid back someday."
So I think when I broke the window, she was like, "Okay, it's like an eye for an eye kind of thing."
Yeah.
So we just kind of wiped our hands of the situation.
Yeah, in case you're wondering why HolePunch opened the door for him, he didn't want to get his window kicked in by Schnoz-man. Hey-oh!
It all comes full circle. Yeah.
But
some less stories, man, from back then. Some stuff with your sister. She thought I was like this weird, like she thought all of us were like real weird people.
yeah, I'm the little brother, and you're the little brother's friends. We're all by default.
We were pretty weird though.
But we played video games. That wasn't weird.
Her and her friends were really strange.
They were the popular kids, man.
Yeah, they were all like real hot, you know. They're all like real hot chicks. And from time to time, like our society would intertwine with theirs because it was the same household, right?
Yeah, every now and then they'd
culture
mix.
clashing.
Yep.
I remember we were watching some weird movie with the clowns or something. What was that?
Excuse me, It?
It was some freaking weird movie with clowns. So we decided we would watch, and like they decided to come down with us, and they sat with us.
Oh.
And they're watching this with us, right?
Oh no, it was Vulgar, wasn't it?
I think it was Vulgar, the movie Vulgar.
Oh.
So they're watching this movie with us, and like I'm just saying like random shit. Like I said one of the clowns was who's the dude from Gladiator and stuff.
Russell Crowe?
Yeah, I was like, that's Russell Crowe in the clown makeup. And then they're like, really? Oh, wow. Like, they totally believe like anything I said. They would just, like, completely believe it. And then they would be like, is it really him? They'll be, yeah, that's just Russell Crowe, yes. He won the Oscar for this. Like, oh, wow. And they were watching this weird movie.
That reminds me of a really embarrassing situation.
Oh, yeah? What was that?
So a couple of my friends and I were watching a movie in my basement at my parents' house. And we were in high school, and we were watching the Thomas Crown Affair, not realizing that there's a bunch of sex scenes in it.
Mm-hmm.
And the laundry room is in the basement, around the corner from where the TV is. So we're sitting there watching the movie, and a sex scene comes on, and we're all just like, oh my gosh, naked people's, And my mom opens the door to come down to do laundry. We're like, oh gosh, she's going to think we're watching porn or something down here. We're in trouble, so we're trying to figure out what to do. We're like, pause. No, pause is bad. Rewind, fast forward.
Pause.
Yeah.
Did she say anything?
No, she's like, what are you guys doing? We're like, watching a movie.
Your parents are great about stuff, man. Your parents are pretty good about things.
They're pretty nice.
Yeah.
They
were great.
Yeah, I don't know. They always sponsored all my crazy ideas.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's that like weird stuff you used to have in the tank? I can't believe you've never spoken about this on the show.
What, my saltwater aquarium?
Yeah, I can't believe you've never spoken about freaking 100-something episodes.
We never mentioned my saltwater aquarium.
You never mentioned
the fact that I did experiments on sea creatures.
Yeah, OJ had a big tank.
Science.
That was like disgusting.
Okay, yeah, I did a bad job taking care of it. All right.
It was just it was huge. It was filthy. It was like the water was just like swamp water. There was like all kinds of weird shit in it.
Wasn't that bad, John?
Oh yeah, it was, dude.
It's
actually worse than the way I'm
swamp water.
It's worse than the way I'm even describing it. I thought I was being nice about it. To be completely honest with you. And there was like these weird creatures in there. I think he cloned them, or I don't know what they were.
Aptasia sea anemones, which came in on a piece of live rock. They're undesirable and would kill every other coral they came into contact with. But I found out they reproduce by scratching themselves on sharp rocks and leaving pieces of themselves behind to become new anemones. So I was in a science research class for 3 years in high school, so I did research on them. And they were everywhere. I ended up setting up 3 more smaller additional tanks just to grow them. Set up different lighting conditions, got a scale, weighed them, all sorts of crazy stuff.
Yeah, it was nuts. And like you would like take them out. You cut them in half or something.
Yeah, split them.
These like petri dishes. Like you just go down there sometimes. You'd have like a console, like a game with you, a console or something. You'd be like, all right, we're gonna play this game. What the hell are you doing? He's sitting there like cutting a freaking creature. Swamp water. He's drinking the water. He's freaking licking the creature after.
Those, dude, the stinging cell, the nematocysts, the poison toxin stuff they got, all delicious.
Then I remember later on, like he got so out of control because it was so filthy. We're just like, I think they're all dead.
The anemones never did die, though. until
I just remember you saying
today.
that. I just remember you saying that though. I mean, you were like sad
I
about
was
it.
really sad because I effed it up, man. I effed it up.
And he just goes, "I think they're all dead."
I was really sad.
I know he was really upset. He was really upset.
I know when I failed.
Oh, you did fail. Don't go that far.
Really?
It's nice that we can laugh about this years later, or at least I can.
Well, you know what time it is.
Yeah. I have to get myself under control here.
I was wondering what was going on over there.
What's going on over there?
Nah.
All right, I believe it's Trotta
What's
time. Wish I could fix this box better. Let's see if I could do it.
Hey guys.
Yo!
Ed!
Yo.
Welcome!
Oh, thank God. Boy, I was having computer hell here, and it was saying, hey, you already tried opening Skype. It won't open.
Yeah, I saw you were offline. I got a little nervous.
Wow. Okay, well, I'm having some kind of computer problems here, but here we all are. I see OJ there. Hey, you doing,
Yeah,
John?
we made it in. Doing
Yo.
good.
We had technology problems too, believe me.
We always
Yeah.
do.
Well, I'm glad I'm not alone.
It's a staple of the show, technical problems.
That's right. It's a staple of our show.
It is. It absolutely is. So, Ed, first thing I want to say, sir, happy birthday. Birthday
Thank
was
you.
last week. I know a lot of people sent you messages and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. Thank you so much for the popularity you've given me. And we're sorry, video on this call.
You're on. You're fine.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna.
we can see
close
you.
that window then. I'm gonna close that window.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, I got a lot of nice messages. My birthday was actually Monday, was the 11th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to be born on the 10th.
What
but
happened?
My mother had a $2 bet with the doctor that I was going to be born on the 11th because she wanted me to have a holiday for my birthday.
Okay. Veterans Day.
And Veterans Day. It used to be Armistice Day then. And so she won. I was born at like 10 after 12, 10 after midnight. So I just made it.
Well,
Wow.
that was great, man. Happy birthday to you and everything.
Yeah.
I hope you had a great day that day.
I did. Saturday, the mail was running, so Saturday was really the more celebrative day because I got this big box of Omaha steaks from my sisters. They're always sending me food. Food's a big thing in my family. And I got my daughter's card and I got the other birthday cards. But of course, my daughter's card is it's the special one.
Right on. So you got a lot of messages over Twitter. So you've been on Twitter for, I think last time you were on the show, you didn't have it yet. You set it up
yeah,
after
that's
that.
probably right. Yeah, no, it's brand new. It's
Brand new.
And I feel so in over my head.
Why do you say that? What do you mean?
I had just with all the social media network information and skills and facility that people born into it, people are born after it. It's second nature to them, you know. I'm still a snail mail guy, let alone email guy.
Aw.
Have you had fun at all with the Twitter thing? Like you starting to get it? You starting to enjoy it at all? How like instantaneous it is and stuff?
Yeah, I can see where the fun is. Yeah, I can definitely see that. But I'm not sure when I'm talking to one person or the world.
I think with Twitter, you're pretty much almost always talking with the entire world.
Yeah.
Unless you do a direct message, which takes like 12 extra clicks, it's probably going to go to everybody.
Right. Yeah, pretty much. It's all public stuff.
I should just assume that to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch what you're posting.
Unlike politicians.
Exactly.
Oh. Just
Doing
comes
crack
out.
in the bathroom and saying, Well, I'm sorry. I was drunk at the time, so so it was okay.
Of course, yes. That excuses you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of you guys are following Ed on Twitter. It's great. It's, of course, at Ed_Trotta. So, yeah, talk to the man.
Mm-hmm.
And Ed's got some good stuff on the Twitter. I saw you had a line about some stuff about acting and pieces of wisdom from the mind of Ed Trotta.
Well, it's at my age. This birthday, I realized, I told my daughter, I said, you're smarter than me now. I think now you're smarter, but I will always claim wisdom, and I will always claim experience. It's at about my age that we start saying, yeah, but I've been around a while. I got wisdom. I got experience. Yeah, but you're stupid. You don't know how to do this. You don't know how to do that. Modern day stuff that she has to help me with. It's like she rolls her own.
So you feel like you're smarter when you were younger.
I felt like I was smarter when I was younger.
Why do you say this, Ed?
Well, there were fewer questions, so I did know all the answers.
There's more questions now.
Now there's more questions.
Or do you know the answers and they change the questions?
I think it's both.
I think there are just more questions.
They just added questions.
Added questions. The simplicity of life. Life was simpler then, so there were few things that I needed to know.
It's interesting because I think some people will say that technology made things easier, but perhaps it's the opposite. Because isn't that what technology is supposed to do? It's supposed to make our lives simpler.
Yeah, it is supposed to be. I remember when the expression labor-saving, time-saving, labor-saving, time-saving devices came out. It saves you time. When that expression came out, I had plenty of it. Of time.
Right.
So I didn't need to.
You're like, I don't need to save time. I got too much.
Right. Now it is. Now it is the most precious thing there is.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I think that's part of the problem. Like with a lot of technology now, it doesn't necessarily save time or labor. It just is different things to do, or different ways of doing stuff, or things you would have never done in the first place anyway. So it decreases the amount of free time you've got if you keep doing things on it.
Right.
Exactly. If you keep doing it, then you have less time than you had before because you're engaged in whatever is supposedly saving the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Why do we need to save time, Ed? People have they need all this free time. Why?
What do you do with it?
What are you supposed to do with all this time?
We put it at the end.
What are we supposed to do with ourselves?
Put it at the other side so that so you can live longer. If you're really saving time, won't you live longer?
I would think so, but
I would imagine so. Yeah.
Perhaps.
That's one of the things that gets me. Like all those characters. This is kind of weird and out there, but all those characters and stuff who can like time travel or freeze time and stuff. Every time they go into the past or freeze time, they're still aging. They're eating. They're chipping away second by second. I'd be like, forget that. I'm gonna go into the future like a minute a day. So after I don't know, a certain period of time, I'll have gotten an entire extra day added onto the end. So bam.
It'd be great if you could just like freeze time, and then just unfreeze it when you want. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna sleep like 13 hours tonight.
Yeah. If you could freeze time.
Yeah, right.
If I could save time in a bottle. If you could freeze time. Well, supposedly Walt Disney is frozen. There's that rumor.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And also Ted Williams, right? I've heard a rumor about Ted Williams, but I don't think he's actually frozen.
Well, I only heard about Walt Disney.
We're spreading rumors now.
Yeah, whatever, when they can fix whatever killed him, then he'll come back and get repaired, and we'll have Disneyland again.
Imagine that.
Well, they have to fix. Yeah.
By the original brother.
Yeah, I wonder how that would work out with like the shareholders and the board of directors and stuff. He's like, I'm back.
Oh,
Michael Eisner's like, no.
Well, we own all the stock. You don't have any power here anymore. Probably be like that.
He was the real mastermind. They offered Walt Disney. Walt Disney offered L.A. a monorail system.
Okay.
Sometime in the 30s. All around LA, there would be this monorail, and it was I think it was Goodyear or Goodrich Tire and Standard Oil, who lobbied against that because they saw that their product was meant for the roadway,
Right.
and they didn't want any monorail. So apparently the offer was declined. They just said, "No, thank you, Walt. No, thank you."
We don't want a free monorail. Who wants a free monorail?
Yeah, I think that would have been glorious. That would have been perfect.
It makes you wonder what kind of stuff is going on right now. People have different ideas for transportation and things that get shot down or rejected because it doesn't make money for the right people. And
oh boy,
I'm sure there's all kinds of things like that throughout the years.
A whole can of worms.
Yeah, right. So, Ed, I want to talk to you today about directing.
Yeah.
We've spoken a lot about acting on this program.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about acting. Directing's a whole other ball game. It's a whole new can of worms to open. And when you come to directing from acting, the problem is that you want to do all the roles. You just want to get up on stage and do all the roles and say, well, do it this way, say it this way. And I have a rule that when I direct, I do not set foot on stage.
Right.
I will not set foot on stage ever, and I will never give a line reading, because it's not helpful for an actor if you tell them what to say or how to say it. They have to discover it for themselves. So you have to come up with ways of getting them to discover what you want them to find. Directing is basically two things. It's vision and surrender. That might have been the quote that I posted recently, that I think directing is a matter of balancing vision with surrender. And a director has to be able to see a show from beginning to end before he even begins.
Right. You can play the whole movie in your head before it's actually filmed. Yeah,
you got to be able to see it, so that you know it has a chance of working. But you have to have the surrender to listen to what is begging to emerge, because you may have an actor who's got an impulse or an instinct that doesn't really suit your vision, so he suppresses it. No, that's not good. If an actor has an instinct or some impulse to do something, let it happen and see what that is. You may be depriving yourself of something otherwise.
That's a really good point.
What about improvising? Let's say they have a script, they're not really following it, they're just going off on their own.
Improv is one of my favorite ways of directing. I usually tell the cast, please don't memorize your lines.
Wow.
Don't memorize them right out of the bat. Right off the bat, right out of the gate. Because if you do that, you'll just be getting them memorized in a fixed way that may or may not be right. The way I like to direct is we read a scene, we read it once or twice, then we drop the scripts, then we improvise the scene to see if they understand the scene, to see if they have the logic of the scene. Then we pick it up again and see how close we came. Because if you understand the logic, then it makes it a lot easier to memorize. First of all, if you just walk around your kitchen, that's memorizing by rote, and it doesn't really work. If you listen to your partner, listen to your scene partner. I learned this from Meryl Streep. Because we started a theater company together back in the summer of 1972. It was before she went to Yale.
Wow.
And it was the Green Mountain Guild, and we started this theater company. We were founding members of it. And she was in the dramatic troupe, I was in the comedy troupe, and we also had a musical troupe. And we used to rotate between these three different theaters. So we didn't actually work together on stage, but on Mondays off, we'd get together, have a barbecue and whatnot, And I told her, well, there's quite a buzz about you. And she said, well, there's quite a buzz about you. I said, well, what's the secret to your success? She said, I think listening is really the secret. Listen to your scene partner. Listen to what they're saying. Listen to the truth. If you listen, then what you have to say should make sense. If anything is well written, things that are well written are a lot easier to memorize.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The logic is there.
Right, right, right.
So her secret to success really was listening, and I never forgot that encounter we had with her giving me that tip. Sure enough, the next time I saw her was on The Seduction of Joe Tynan. It was a made-for-television movie of the week, starring Alan Alda, and she was a reporter, and he was a politician, and she was interviewing him. And in this scene, he's talking and talking and talking. The camera never left her. She listened with more interest than he was speaking at the time. I am an Alan Alda fan. I like Alan Alda very much. But in this particular moment, in this particular scene, she was so interesting in the way she was listening that the camera never left her.
Yeah, it's kind of like what you talked about with Dracula, right? Where the other people kind of make that character work, right? Because the way they react to whoever's speaking makes that guy more significant or whatever, right?
Right. That was my lesson in being given power instead of trying to take it.
Right, right, right. Yeah. So, what are some things you could do, like to help the actors? They feel uncomfortable. They're not getting.
Tell them to shove themselves in the tree farther, right, John?
They're not quite getting the character. What can you do to help them out? What kind of things can you do?
There are a variety of theater games. There are a variety of things. Sometimes you have a towel between you, and you yank on it, or you throw the ball to each other. You say when you deliver your line, ball's in your court, or there are simple things like that. It depends. There's a difference between directing 2 actors or 15 or 20 actors. There was a show I directed called Danny and the Deep Blue Sea. It was just a 2-hander, just the guy and the girl. And that really called for, I think, and that's perceived as an actor's show. It's not a director's show. A director's show is when there's a lot of people and you're creating pictures. You're grouping them in ways, and you're moving them in ways that requires sort of superficial directing skills. When there's just 2 actors, you figure, it's just going to depend on who those actors are. If they're good, the show's going to come off. It doesn't matter.
Right.
The problem I had in this show was that the 2 actors, they liked each other. They really liked each other.
You didn't want that.
And there's something about you really don't want to consummate a desire like that. Because sexual tension is something that's so useful, that exists between actors, that exists on stage, and they told me, they said, well, we got a thing for each other, and we're coming up on this second scene where we're supposed to be nude.
Whoa.
It's after the fact, and they're getting out of bed, and they were just terrified of that nude scene. They were just terrified.
Being nude on stage.
Being nude on stage.
When you say nude, how nude are we talking here?
Completely nude.
Completely nude.
Out of bed to find their clothes, and they've just had sex, so they are stark, raving, naked mad. Stark,
okay. Wow.
Well, let's put it this way. He was more worried than she was.
Right, I got you. Okay.
You got me?
I got you.
I can just picture that.
Whoa, what are you picturing?
No, I can just picture them later like, hey, you want to rehearse?
Well, yeah, right.
It's filthy.
I remember the first time I really had a thing for the girl playing Charlotte Corday in the Marat Sade. And I was playing Duperret, her platonic lover. And I did, and I wanted to keep the sexual tension alive because I wanted to be, I don't know. I thought if I had sex with the girl, the sexual tension would be relieved and something would be lost.
Right, then you tell her to go home and you call her a cab or whatever, right? It's usually no?
Here's $20. Thanks for the rehearsal.
No.
No.
Wow.
Anyway, so this couple I got an error message.
No, you actually, your camera just fixed itself. Just leave it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was frozen for a few minutes, and then it just suddenly started working again.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're fine.
Well, I'm noticing that the little picture on the bottom here is freezing quite a bit.
Oh, yeah. It happens.
But that happens. Should I close this error window? Or
No, just leave it. Just leave it.
Just leave it. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
All right, so
yeah.
This couple they were very, so rehearsal before we were going to do that scene, I got naked on stage to give them their notes with the clipboard from rehearsal before.
And you're the director of this.
I'm the director, and I said, I just want to show you something, because I had gotten, I had gotten naked in Hair and in Kafka's The Trial. I'd had a couple of nude scenes already, and
We're talking completely nude.
So
complete nude, not like a little thing or anything. Completely nude.
Completely nude, except for my watch. I wanted to make the point that, oh yeah, I better take this off too. Because if you're wearing a watch, it'll in a way accent or call attention to your nudity. If you're absolutely nude, there's a certain purity to your nudity.
Yeah.
So I took the watch off too, and I said, okay, now I'm going to give you your notes, and for about 30 seconds, I'm probably going to appear as a naked man with a clipboard. But trust me, in 30 seconds, you're not even going to notice. I'm just going to be a guy with a clipboard, because it takes that long to get used to it.
Right.
There's nothing.
At the end of the day, what's the big deal, right? It's just body parts and.
Exactly.
Is it such a oh my God, naked? What's the big deal, right?
Right. I remember seeing Kathy Bates do a nude scene in the Mark Taper Forum. Johnny and Frankie at the Claire de Lune. And she doesn't make she's not a model. She's not a what you'd call a typical beauty.
Okay.
But the point she made, she was comfortable with her nudity, comfortable with her body, comfortable being. See, that's the point, is that the audience will feel the way you do. If you're embarrassed and afraid, then they will be. If you just take it as just a part of life, and it's nothing, there will be nothing. So that's the trick to being nude on stage, is just don't make anything of it.
It's all a way of thought, I guess.
Yeah, we project.
The way you think about it.
Yeah.
Did you ever have like an actor, like you're telling them to be nude, or you're telling them something, they don't want to do it, and they're saying, no, I will not do this, and you have to try to coerce them, motivate them into doing this thing?
Well, if they don't want to do something.
I don't want to be naked. I will not do it.
Well, then don't take the part. Then
you're done. You're fired. Is that basically it?
If an actor doesn't want to do something, sometimes that can be very, like when I was casting, when I directed Animal Farm.
Yeah.
I did an adaptation. I wrote an adaptation and directed Animal Farm by George Orwell, and I had the actors all playing animals. And if an actor wanted to play a particular animal, that was of interest to me. And if they didn't want to play a particular animal, that was of interest to me too. If they would say, I don't care who you cast me as, because I would do that sometimes, is cast an ensemble without telling them exactly what role. I did the same thing with A Clockwork Orange. I cast 16 actors and didn't tell them who they were for about a week. We were in rehearsal, all trying different roles, all reading, different parts, and eventually the characters emerged and patterns emerged. And in Animal Farm, someone would say, "I don't care what animal you cast me as, just don't make me one of the pigs. Please don't make me the pigs."
Why not?
Well, because the pigs are the bad guys
They don't want to be the bad guy.
in Animal Farm, and they didn't want to be the bad guy. But, or don't make me the donkey. And so that would immediately make me think, I wonder what kind of donkey that person. you know, why are they so afraid? It must evoke something in them.
Or it's outside of their comfort zone or something, right?
Outside their comfort zone is often the best place for an actor to work.
Right.
Don't give them any ideas.
Don't give them any ideas.
No.
Is there something John's threatening that?
Oh, I'm always threatening something. Don't worry. Wow, it's the whole philosophy on this stuff, huh?
Yeah, directing is balancing vision and surrender, and it's listening to what wants to emerge, and it's trying to come up with ways for actors to discover what you want them to discover. That's the strongest thing you can do.
You don't want to like hit them over the head with it, like this is what you're doing.
Right? No, you
This is
can't.
exactly what it is. You must do it like this.
You know, when you direct little one, early directors will say louder or faster. Good, loud is good, faster is better, better yet, or both together. That's like the worst thing you could tell an actor.
Really?
Sure. Say it loud, say it fast. No, that's to make something really boring. Because if everybody's like speaking loud at breakneck speed, it'll become what's most captivating is when someone, you guys are learning that when you are doing your Schnoz-man HolePunch work, how to make each moment, each episode more interesting by connecting with the truth of what's going on.
Yeah.
That's what makes a scene interesting, and that's what makes the time fly.
When the person's engaged with what they're viewing, they're not going to be thinking about, oh, this is this long, or this much time's gone by, or something.
Right.
Huh. What about if you have? This has never happened to us, but what if you have someone that's just not very good? They're trying to act, they're just not doing a good job at all. Completely missing. How do you kind of get them on track?
Stop that, OJ. Stop that. He's
It's not you fool.
someone who just isn't good.
They're just not quite getting it. You have to try to. Maybe they've lost confidence. They're not.
Well, there are things you can do if it's film. You can dub them. It's amazing how much you can improve an actor's performance if you dub it with someone else's. You just have a different speaking voice. Just have someone else read the lines.
Yeah.
If you can't get rid of that person, if you
Try to recast them.
Recast. If you can't recast, or when someone's on camera, you can pare their part down. You can leave the camera on the other character, or you can just make their part smaller when it's film. If it's stage work every project is a learning process. Everything is a work in progress. So you try not to think that there are any lousy actors.
Right.
So bad that you don't want to.
Right. As a director, like most of your cast has been good. Has there ever been like a situation where someone was like out of control? They were maybe clashing with you, or they were a problem? Does this ever go down? Any kind of story like that?
Getting along with. I mean, not getting along with someone's vision, or
yeah, like any kind of clash of that you had to kind of maybe put the fires out,
Well, sometimes the stage manager can step in because once the show opens, traditionally the director leaves it. I don't. I attend all performances of something I directed. I give them notes to right up to closing night.
Wow.
because it is a process. Process is more important than product
Right.
when it comes to that. And if you don't agree with the director, you pretty much have to yield to the director. The director. See, I have disagreed with a director's adjustments, let's call them, at times, but I implement them. I do what the director says because I realize he or she can see the whole show. I can't.
Yeah.
So in a sense, the director is always right.
Unless he's bad. A bad director.
Unless you got a bad director.
You got a bad director.
But you'll at least preserve a single vision.
Right. Yeah. There you go. You were telling me that in like movies and TV and whatnot, the director, you don't really talk to him as an actor.
Well, yeah, the director's role in film is very different than the director's role in theater because most of the casting does the direction on camera work. That's why the casting director has such a powerful credit at the end of the show. It's one of the first credits you see, cast by so-and-so. Because if you cast well, then that kind of direction of working with an actor, line delivery and interpretation, that kind of thing is taken care of because you cast someone who is that person, so that you don't have to direct them. The director's job is basically shot selection and composition and which camera is picking up what line at what moment. Sometimes you don't see the director hardly at all when you're doing TV or film because they're off in a van or in a room someplace watching things on video, watching what all the cameras are catching. And
somewhere in the shadows, looking on.
Right. Most of the time you deal with the first or second AD just to be where when.
Do you like that? Would you rather the director be down there talking to you while you act? Or do you prefer he's gone somewhere else?
No, I'd rather connect with it. I always have ideas that I want to run by somebody. I remember when I did Max Headroom, and I was playing this guy driving a van on surveillance, and I went to the first rehearsal with 5 sugar daddies. I don't know if you know those candy bars. They're like they're like chocolate lollipops, but they're like this toffee. They take a long time to eat, so I went with 5 in various stages of consumption, so that every time they would come back to us, they'd see the passage of time as sort of illustrated by the consumption of this sugar daddy that I was working on.
Yeah.
I also brought a little computer chess game that I would move the pieces between takes so they could see the chess game developing on we were in a van and we were surveilling, and we had the chess game on this that little hump between the 2 front seats. Anyway, I started to run these ideas by the director, and he looked at me like, "What are you talking about? What are you trying to do?" Just his head was full of too many things to feel these things.
Yeah.
Just do it. It
Right.
became what I learned from that.
Just got to go with the flow, right?
Go with it. If it's something you came up with that you think is appropriate for the character, then just do it. If it's inappropriate, someone will cut it.
Yeah. Here's a question for you. What kind of strange scenarios have you been in on sets and whatnot? I know, like when you did the Lincoln thing, you had like a green screen. You had a big penny stuck to your head.
Oh, the penny one.
Yeah. What what other weird stuff have you situations? Like you said, the naked thing. Any other strange situations you've had to be in throughout your career that you want to tell us about? Might be interesting.
Well, the stage stories I find more interesting than what happens with film. You can always fix things in post-production.
Yeah.
Things that I recall that way. I remember doing a production of My Three Angels. It's a Christmas play. It was turned into a movie called We're No Angels with Humphrey Bogart, Aldo Ray, and Peter Ustinov. Those were the three angels. I played the Aldo Ray guy with a snake in a coconut. And it was set in French Guiana. We were guys who came down and kind of helped fix Christmas time for this particular family. And there was a moment at the end of the first act where it ends with a toast, all about the color of the wine and mine was the character who finds the wine and the bottle opener, the corkscrew, and pops the bottle.
Right.
And one show, I got the corkscrew like 2 screws in, and when I pulled it, it broke. The corkscrew broke.
Oh, no.
But the cork was out enough to get it out. So I told the prop man, the corkscrew is broken, fix it, or replace it. Next night, that moment's coming up, and I thought, what if he didn't? And so I started looking around the set for another bottle, because the set was glitched out with all of these wine bottles. And I saw a bottle with the cork sticking way out, and I thought, yeah, that'll be one to go to. Well, sure enough, I went for the corkscrew, and when I pulled it out of the drawer, there was Elmer's glue, like dropped between the handle and the corkscrew. Well, that's not going to hold. I went one turn, it broke. The cork was level with the bottle, and everybody went, What are we going to do? The wine isn't going to flow. All the lines about the color and the bouquet and all of that. And I went, don't worry. And I took a ladder and I grabbed this bottle that I saw with the cork sticking way out and grabbed it with my teeth, and it came out. And the first act ended as it should. And the prop man practically fell out of the booth with relief.
Well, that'd be on him, I guess, if it didn't work right. He gets in trouble.
But that was just lucky. I remember when they shellacked the floor of Equus between shows, and it hadn't dried yet. And so all the actors were walking around going,
Nice.
And it was particularly dangerous for the horses because we had these horseshoes that we were driving into the stage.
They ever make you do any kind of like stunt type stuff? They ever put you on like wires or anything crazy?
I never had to fly. No,
oh, that's good.
I do remember walking up a ramp and having to stand on one foot because the top of the platform that I went up was only big enough for 1 foot, and I was about 12 feet above the stage floor. It was in Ovid's Metamorphosis, and I had to spin on that foot and turn into a bird in flight. As Daedalus, when Daedalus, flying too close to the sun, melted his wings. It was just a kind of tricky thing to do on stage.
Sounded dangerous to me.
If I had thought of it as dangerous at the time, I might not have done it, but it was just something...
something you were asked to do.
Something I came up with doing. It was my idea.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Say, how about if I run up that thing? And the guy would, all right, give it a try. Give it a...
Huh. Wow. Well, lad, you've been with us, I think, since February, every month. Since February.
Since February, March, April, May, June. Wow.
Good amount of times, man.
That's why we're such good old friends.
Have you had a good experience with us doing this?
Oh, it's the best. I look forward to it every month. You know that.
We do too.
Did you like the little video I made for you?
Oh, that was too much. That was, I told you in jest, it made me feel dead. It made me feel like
it was like in memoriam or something.
Yeah,
right?
like it was an in memoriam thing of all these flashbacks of moments through my stage and cinematic history, set to music that I was providing. Ed,
you'll never go, man. Ed's gonna outlive all of us here. Us too, and everyone listening. Ed will outlive us all.
No, it made me feel alive, not dead. It made me feel
Good.
very quite alive.
Awesome, man. Well, you mean quite a bit to us that you've done this with us so many times. And the songs you play are great, sir. We love when you play a song for us. Do you have something for us today?
But of course, me friends. Something. Yeah. I left my guitar in the corner. I'll be right there.
All right, no problem. What's going to be, John? Any guesses here?
Any guesses?
Any guesses, John?
It could be anything, really.
Take a stab at it.
Well, the reason I chose this is because I was reviewing a couple of the shows, and I was looking at some of the things that were said.
Yeah.
And a lot of people enjoyed singing along.
Uh-huh.
And I've noticed that when I've entertained at some kind of barbecue or somebody's party, or just out here, this is the song that gets people singing along the most. This is a sing-along, especially the chorus. It's the breakout song. Yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Suzanne, the plans they made put an end to you. Walked out this morning and I wrote down this song. I just can't remember who to send it to. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. Everybody. I've seen sunny days when I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again. I've been walking my mind to an easy time, my back turned towards the sun. Lord knows when the cold wind blows, it'll turn your head around. But there's hours of time on the telephone line to talk about things to come. Sweet dreams and flying machines and pieces on the ground. Oh, I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again. Won't you look down upon me, Jesus? You gotta help me make a stand. You just gotta see me through another day. My body's aching and my time is at hand. I won't make it any other way. Oh, I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you, baby, one more time again now. Thought I'd see you one more time again. There's just a few things coming my way this time around now. Thought I'd see you, fire and rain. Fire and Rain.
Yeah.
Classic. It's a classic.
Making me tear up, Ed.
Every time.
It's great, man. It's awesome.
Well, laugh, cry, edge of the seat. That's all we look for.
Yeah, right.
Make someone laugh, make someone cry, and keep them on the edge of their seat.
All at the same time.
Then you've accomplished everything you can. So
Is that the philosophy behind performing? You want to make someone feel something? Is that what it's all about?
yeah, I think that's why the comedy and tragedy masks overlap. You know, the smile, frown.
Yeah.
They always overlap. You don't see, well, unless they're a set of earrings, and you might see them separated.
Right.
But they overlap because there is no knowing. There isn't a big difference between comedy and tragedy. It's all true.
Mm.
If something is funny, it'll make you laugh. If it's not, it won't.
Mm.
But
Sometimes all you could do is laugh. Right?
Regardless of
If you
whether it's
experience
funny or
tragedy, all you
sad.
can do. It's all you can do.
Yeah.
that's right. Sometimes you gotta laugh. You just gotta
Sometimes
laugh.
you just gotta laugh.
It's so bad, the absurdity of it all just cracks you up. That happens too.
Well, Ed, you've certainly got a great bunch of songs, man, you've done for us. It's a great body of work there. It's awesome, man.
I better learn some new ones though, shouldn't I?
I don't think so.
So far, so good.
Yeah. Just keep it rolling.
You have to keep me in track though. I mean, that's one of the useful things about that thing you put together is that it reminds me of all the stuff I've already done.
Right, there you go.
Oh, it's true.
But, yes, it's February, Ed. You've given us so much. We're going to try to get you in. Maybe we're taking a big break in December.
I know you are. I know you are.
But, yeah.
I won't be seeing you before Christmas. So Merry Christmas. If you're breaking before that, and I don't see you again, I want to say Merry Christmas to all of you and all the fans. Of your show, of my fan club page. I've heard that some people have tried to join the fan club and had a hard time.
Ah.
And I have to look into that and see why. You
Okay.
know. But my apologies for that, and a Merry Christmas to all, for sure. Let's get through the holidays safe, and happy.
I wish we were closer together, right? I'd bring you some stuff for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that'd be
Or
cool.
we could carve a turkey together, maybe, or something like that.
Oh, man.
You know what my daughter's doing for Thanksgiving? My daughter's going to Vegas. for
Oh, wow.
Ah?
Yeah, I know. That's what most parents would say is, what? What the heck? The hell you are.
Yeah,
But she told me, I thought, good for you. She's 21 years old.
yeah.
She deserves to go to Vegas. She's a conscientious, responsible person. She'll be safe. She'll take care of herself. I was proud of her for coming up with that plan and going with some friends to a 2-bedroom condo that one of them has. And I thought, great, that's what I'd do when I was 21. If I was 21, I'd be going.
Awesome.
So
That's
anyway,
cool.
that was a side note.
When are you coming
Take
back
care.
to the old neighborhood, Ed?
The old neighborhood, yeah. You live in my old neighborhood.
I'm from, yeah, people know I live where Ed is originally from before he moved to L.A.
Yeah, and
That's where
I
I'm
miss
at.
it terribly. Every time I get pictures from Facebook about family reunions and holidays and birthdays and things, I go nuts. Because I'm seeing everybody celebrate that, and I wish I were there. I wish I were taking that picture.
Right.
So if I don't move there soon, I definitely have to pay at least a visit, a nice 2-week visit or something, get a dose of the East Coast again. The ocean is still on the wrong side of the street out here. It really is, When it's on my right, I should be going north.
Yeah.
It's not true. Here, if the ocean's on your right, it means you're heading south. Doesn't make sense yet.
Yeah,
to
things
quote
upside
Jonathan-
down.
Yeah,
Yes,
to
John.
quote Jonathan Colton, the sun goes down the wrong side.
Yeah.
Whoa. Let's see.
Okay.
You gotta come back, Ed.
All right. Listen, on that note, take care, everyone. Have a great holidays.
You too, sir.
Keep me posted. Call me when you get back from wherever you go.
We're gonna disappear. We're going into space.
I'll send you postcards.
We're just gonna vanish.
Okay. Fair enough.
We can't talk about this just yet, but Ed, thank you so much, man. It's been a great
pleasure.
year. And we all love you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I love you back.
More than we could express, man. You mean a tremendous amount to me. I'd be in a much worse place had I never spoken with you before. And thank you so much, sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
All right, buddy.
Thank
We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Ed.
All right. Always a pleasure. What can you really say, you know?
There's just so much to
This
learn.
is always a great time.
Like, it's weird. Like, even if you ask, like, whatever question you ask him, like, he's always got something.
He's always willing to talk to you, too. Like, you know, it's not just like a show. Like, he comes on, okay, I'll do the show.
Yeah.
But, like I could call him anytime with, like, any kind of thing. Like, just not even stuff related to, like, what he does or anything. And he'll just, like, he'll just, like, talk to you about and try to help you out. I mean, that's
He's
like
a great guy.
He's a
He
great
wants
dude.
to help people.
That's just a great dude. So, it's helped me out huge. You know, sometimes you don't always have someone you can be like, hey, this is happening. But he's always willing to help out. So, true blessing. It's a blessing. Well, OJ, we got a big day tomorrow.
Yup.
Doing filming tomorrow. It's probably one of the last days we'll have OJ's apartment because he's moving.
Yup.
So we got to try to push through a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
When's that going to start? Around 6?
Roughly.
Yeah, it's going to be, you know, challenging because you're getting home from work.
Definitely
I
won't be
got
exhausted.
to go to work and then drive an hour there.
Uh,
And then we got to set everything up, hook everything up, do the deal. Hopefully we're done before respectable time. And
that would be good.
come back. But I don't know.
It's gonna be a thing, man.
It's a thing. It's a whole thing. What's done has got to be done.
Nothing else about it.
Yeah. Guess we should end this now so we can go a little bit
Sleep.
of an earlier start, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Oh, beaten right
Did
now.
the people have fun? Did the people enjoy what they saw today?
What they heard today. What they felt today.
Yeah. There you go. A lot of people are saying they're sad. They're going to miss your apartment.
Aw.
Your apartment's going to become the epic mail. Many people predicting. It's a new epic mail. Because you're not going to be there protecting the apartment.
No.
So that's going to be the new epic mail. People can go and check it out.
Sad.
Have people come to see the place? Like, has the real estate person come in to show
Someone called, but they didn't sign the book, the sheet of paper they're supposed to sign because the folder it was in was closed.
people? Yeah, so you don't know if they came or not.
But I'm pretty sure they've come. I could swear they came after that without calling or signing because I always do the locks a certain way, and they were different.
They came into the home. What did they say? Did you have things set up properly? Or was like,
No one said anything.
Bushi says you should leave the whole suit in the apartment for the next owner. Just hang it.
It's hanging up in my closet
You
right
know
now.
you should do?
What?
You get a mannequin, and you completely dress him as HolePunch, and then like as they come in, they just see this. They open the door to your bedroom. He's just there. They'll just be like, oh.
Well, you know, Carol Ann's got a dressmaking mannequin. I wonder.
Imagine someone else takes over the apartment, and then they also make a show in the apartment. It's unlikely because most people are more focused on things that, you know, like their job and,
Life.
you know, having a good relationship and,
Aw.
you know, things like that. Making money, paying their taxes on time, you know.
Don't remind me.
Well, imagine someone came in there and they're like, we're going to do our own show, and then they had no idea, and it's like these two different shows.
We're going to do a show about supervillains living together.
It'll be about, like, Lord of the Rings type characters that live together.
Oh gosh, you've got what's his name? Sauron and Saruman in prison in this apartment. This is where they end up at the end of the series.
Yeah, wow. Well, it's going to do it, man. That was a fun show. I really liked it. I think that was like, to me, that was a great show. I don't know what other people think.
We heard from Ed. We heard from our dear friend Skull.
We had an argument about potatoes.
I love potatoes.
We learned so much. And forgot just as much as we learned.
Potato.
The blue potato, that's what OJ likes.
Potato.
Where's that blue potato? Let's get it back up.
Potato.
I can't find it.
Potato. Potato.
If anybody's getting the green potato this week, enjoy. If you got the green potato last week, enjoy. If you got both, then you're a rich man, and I'd like to hang out with you. Maybe have you pay for my medical bills and dinner.
Go for it.
So thank you for being a part of John Rambo Presents, the very best in free and optional entertainment. Most people won't get it, but maybe, just maybe, most people should not. Adios, my friends.
Goodbye.
We'll see you on the other side. Bye-bye.